This is just a real quick overview of what you're going to experience in Module 1. At the top of the module, you'll be able to read the outcomes. Those are the specific skills you're going to learn. I highly recommend you read all 5 lessons requirements. That will give you an idea of how to budget your week. Make particular note of all the due dates. Remember that each assignment has a different due date, so make sure you budget that time. I do want to point out that this particular module has a timed 30-minute timed quiz. And that means you have 30 minutes from the time you open it to when it will automatically submit your responses. It's 10 questions, multiple choice, and part of those are vocabulary. So it's completely doable within the time frame. If you have learned the material and you're not trying to like read through notes or something like that, I prefer that you take it without it. That's how you can really tell if you've learned it. But so again, make sure you've got your calculator ready and everything that you need ready before you open that quiz, because the clock starts. It's completely doable within that time limit. You shouldn't have a problem. So just keep that in mind. There is a project due at the end of this particular module. It's the survey project that you saw in the syllabus that's worth 15% of your grade. It is a PowerPoint presentation that you will put together. So you don't have to wait until lesson 5 to do it. Now the details are posted in lesson 5, but you start learning those skills as soon as lesson 2. So I would recommend that you read through the requirements in lesson 5, start maybe creating your intro slides, and then as you learn the specific skills, you can add the pieces to your presentation. So you shouldn't have to wait until lesson 5 to get that done. Just a reminder of some of the things your syllabus mentioned you need. This is a list of things you need in order to do this module. I do want to make a special note about the Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint, particularly as it relates to Excel. If you have a Mac, the Mac version of Microsoft Excel does not function the same way, is particularly with the statistical part, as the regular PC one. So if you have that package, please know the directions will likely not be the same, and you may have to do some additional research in order to get the descriptive statistics and graphs that we need out of it. So keep that in mind. And then I do want to mention down here, there are 3 discussion boards with this particular module. That's unusual. Only one of those is graded. One is the introduction that you did really before you began the module. The second is simply where you are going to put your survey question. And so the third one is the one that will actually be graded. As always, be sure to ask questions as you need. Just allow enough time. Realize that if you've waited until close to the due date and time to ask a question, you likely may not hear back before it is due, and that is not a reason to have a late submission. Anything that gets turned in late, as it states in the syllabus, is 10 points off per day that it's late. So make sure you start assignments ahead of time. That way, if you do have a question, you have time to ask and get it answered before it's actually due. Have a great module, and I hope you enjoy it.